Welcome back to Obey Gnome. This is the captain. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are continuing playing SimCity, building our little industrial oil coal ore mining town here. And let's see, we're just picking right back into it here. And this is actually part of a little DLC that came with the pre-order. You can actually build Maxis Man and Dr. Vu's tower or something like that. Maxis Man is kind of neat, actually. I haven't built the villain just because it seems like it's a lot of negative without really much of a benefit. But Maxis Man is actually in the law enforcement section here, and you can actually upgrade him to add different resources. So as far as fully upgraded goes, he is basically crime. He's basically a police station, a hospital, and a fire station all in one. You can actually hire him, and for a small chunk of change he will go like stop fires and stuff. When you have a lot of that, when crime's increasing, he can drop that. So it's kind of a good flexible option for that. So, and actually this is going to be a problem here, that density. I think I've got enough. I'm going to actually make a kind of a cross connection here. We can make it low density for now and upgrade it later if we need to. But this will actually give us a little bit. Yeah, that's what I thought it would say. Okay. The one thing that sucks too, there's no more terraforming, unfortunately. They took out that kind of whole God mode aspect of SimCity. Although they have said in the future they're going to bring larger maps in either mods or expansions. They're going to enable community mods, I've seen reports of, as well as kind of more, with those mods, the ability to make maps, that sort of thing. Okay, we've got injured Sims, unfortunately. We've got sickness. We can actually see the germ map here. Oh, we got 2 injured and 1 sick. Yeah, we definitely need a hospital as soon as we can. Which is unfortunate because that's a huge chunk of money. We are making crazy bank though. Yeah, see, the pollution's going up here as well. Let's see, and the hospitals only cover a certain range as well. So if we plop this downtown here, that should cover most of our citizens here. At least the residential and commercial. That seems to be kind of the epicenter of the hospital need at the moment. Seeing it's closed, so it'll actually take a couple in-game hours at least for them to actually be stocked enough to help. And the nice thing about this is you can have these little expansion bays on top of these buildings. So instead of having to build a second hospital in an area, if we're still wanting to cover the same area just more efficiently, we can add in patient's room wing, or we can add in more ambulances. It's going to be a pain because we had to plop that right down the middle here, but that's okay. I think in the grand scheme of things, a couple businesses difference doesn't make a huge difference, so that shouldn't be too bad. And actually now in the region view, we can provide ambulances. I got 1 in use here. God, I'll have to look this up too. I had a hard time, I couldn't really find the answer. There's a tutorial eventually that tells you that you can offer additional garbage trucks, and it actually says basically that those additional garbage trucks are not going to affect your city. It doesn't take out of your local number, but this seems to be implying that that 1 ambulance is in use, so I think this might be different than the garbage. I haven't had a chance to really look into that. And there's, it's a new game, there's not a whole lot of information, unfortunately. How much do we need for the oil? 37. I'm gonna hold off on that if I can, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need Actually, there's not even low crime. This is crimeless right now. That's fantastic. Cool. Okay. Got a medium germ level over here. Alrighty. Just kind of waiting at this point to kind of see if we can develop that out. I love the look of this game. I mean, it's just the level of detail is so gorgeous. And I can't help but love that tilt shift. But I mean, you've got like, if you look in the factories and stuff, they have insides to them. You can see through windows. You can see stuff coming out conveyor belt. If we're over here in the commercial zone, same deal. I mean, you've actually got people that are at the gas station. Sims actually move around, so they'll be either at their house or at their job or shopping. And I mean, it's really impressive just the level of simulation they've got going on at all times. Ooh, and another neat feature here. People say I talk too a lot, so I mean seriously, if I talk too much about just how the games work and stuff, let me know in the comments. I've heard complaints, I've heard some people say, you know, either way. But I like this. This is cool. You have like different filters, so you can actually set it to like be sepia toned. There is a really cool, yeah, the black and red one's cool. It might not be a nice, probably not the best time to point it out, but it gives it this nice like SimCity kind of a feel to it. I like Vibrant adds a lot more color to it than it normally has. It just kind of makes everything pop, which I like. And there's all kinds of options. See, nothing's really needing our attention right now. I know we have high industrial demand. I don't want to build out too much more, though. I have no idea how they're going to build buildings on top of that. That's going to look glitchy as all hell. Yeah, this is the other thing I was kind of surprised to see is how much, like, especially when you zoom out, how much this glitches out and just like the terrain goes over the road in a lot of spots. Still got a lot of space over here too, don't we? I think I'm going to build out more industrial. And again, that industrial is going to drop the land value for this part of the city by a good significant margin. But it's not going to make too much of an impact, I don't think. See, I'd like to connect that through, but shit. I think in the long run that's going to be a better benefit to me than having those individual areas there, so. Okay, here we go. Let's see happiness. Why aren't these guys happy? Yeah, that's what I figured. The problem is they can sell locally and stuff, but as soon as they start producing a lot, and that's going to happen pretty early if you've got a good, decent city going, you really need... Yeah, see, they're not too happy. They need workers. They need someplace more to ship the freight, but we actually have a shipping center we can add. I might do that. A trade depot. This will connect to like the global market, and so it'll allow us to sell surplus and stuff really efficiently. So I think I'm gonna actually plop that right in. And that'll allow this income to start going up here too. I'm reaching the next upgrade for the town hall as well. Oh shit. Not enough workers are closing. Okay, that's not good. So I guess we'll build out more residential. Where's my zoning? Okay. Oh, industrial's going to medium. Cool. That's good to hear. So let's check this out. We've got low density streets, so let's start upgrading this, because if the streets aren't the proper density, they're not going to allow your Whoops, that's already medium, isn't it? Your apparently I have issues with multitasking today. It's weird those are demanding high density. I thought I built those all medium. Medium or low. But anyways, building out higher up, having this actually increased density, which actually kind of works as increasing population on the individual level, requires the correct streets to support it essentially. You know, I'm going to build a huge extra chunk of residential out here too, so I got the cash to do it. SimCity is a nice balancing act, really, because you've got, you have to spend money to really make money. It's kind of a back and forth of adjusting resources and such. So that'll get more workers in, and that should increase. I might as well build there for now, and if I spend out later, I can support it more. Okay. God, I feel like that's a really bad situation though, having so few roads leading through like that. I feel like I got some wasted space here too. How's happiness doing? Oh, industrial is dropping. Need workers. Well, we got more industrial coming in, so that should be plenty. Okay. Oh, shit. Alright, I guess the oil's gonna have to wait. We gotta cover that industrial zone. I already learned about it. Thank you, though. Appreciate the offer. And these guys are kind of screwed, aren't they? I like how when you click on the option, it gives you that over filter. So like when you click on head or health to even look at it to begin with, it'll kind of pop out where each of the buildings are, where the coverage is. Water will show you actually the flow of the water. We're actually in a huge excess. Although our water pollution level is increasing a lot. Which I don't understand. It's not showing any polluted water. It looks like it's all clean, although polluted is coming in over here, isn't it? Okay, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, see, I've got my my youth and stuff traveling to Clearwood. I don't want to accept this, actually. I'm just going to make it go away. This is what I was talking about. It'll ask you to set up... Cancel? I don't want you. Cancel. Thank you. It's asking you essentially to set up for that evil tower and increase crime and stuff. And unfortunately, this is going to have a lot of crime just by its nature, because industrial zones typically are low-income workers, and the low-income tend to have the most crime problems, as well as having a lack of education will lead to crime problems. So, can upgrade, sweet. And that will allow me to build things like Department of Finance, Department of Utilities, which will grant me special buildings and additional things. Which is super useful. Although I think I'm getting the benefits from the other city, because I can already build hospitals which require the wing onto the mayor town, which I have on the other town. See, I don't want high skill jobs though. I think unless the happiness of the residents starts tanking. 72% approval, that's not bad. I've seen worse. Man, a lot of this game is waiting, isn't it? Just not the detail, look at that. It's just so gorgeous. It really feels like a really vibrant world, you know? If everything feels active. It doesn't feel completely aimless with like you know, just random dots representing stuff. These people are actually going places. It lends a good consistency to the world to have that kind of stuff. Just great attention to detail, really. But I think that's enough time for now here. I'll go ahead and probably let this develop out a little bit before I make another video as well. It's not a lot of fun just to watch the money go up. But, ooh, actually, hold on. I think we can build our oil drill. We can. Let's do it. So we want that. Probably. Man, that's optimal too. Sorry, industrial. Building the oil well right here. And the pollution for this area. Look at this. I'm hoping. You know, I might have to build parks just to keep it at low wealth, because what we've got here is, if we check the wealth map, this just extended out low wealth all over the freaking place. Although they're getting happier now that there's more income coming in, so maybe it'll even out. Who knows? But with that, we'll go ahead and let that generate income for a little bit, and we'll check in a little bit later. But thanks for stopping by. Check the description for links to Facebook, Twitter, that sort of thing, where you can get updates on new videos. I stream pretty regularly now. I will update that on Facebook whenever that's happening. Please do stop by. Please make a Twitch account. It's a lot more fun than just watching videos, be able to talk and get responses back and that sort of thing. Apart from that, thank you for stopping by. You guys have a great rest of your day.